Okay, I think we're live now. Woo!
Oh,
This is a thing. Let me switch off the logo and let's switch on the monitor.
Okay,
Hopefully
I
there's
think
no
we're
donkey
live
porn.
now.
Oh, wait. Feedback. Okay, I fixed that feedback. Alright, and yes, there we are. Now they can actually see us. Woo! How's it going, guys? And Cheshire in bed because fuck getting out of bed.
leave me alone. I feel attacked.
I don't think we're attacking you. I think we're just admiring your cuteness. Oh. Oh.
What the hell channel are we live on? Is it yours?
Yeah, mine.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, Shawn Hufford, how's it going?
It's going.
And Steve McRae, how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
And
Where's it going to? Who knows? But it's
uh,
going somewhere.
I mean, I don't see
you
it.
see that dumpster fire in the distance? Yeah, we passed that about a mile ago. And there's only more where that came from.
Burning off in the wait, it's on the flat Earth or round Earth? Because how far are we talking here?
On the dumbass Earth.
Yeah, we're on planet Dumbass right now, and we're searching for any signs of intelligent life. And so far, we haven't found anything. We've only found shit. Apparently, the life forms on this planet have taken the shape of shit,
There is no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
and they're all shaped like shit. It's a planet of poop emojis. Anyways, so later on, AT2 Productions, Jared will be joining us. So that was definitely something. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and discuss the shit that was just aired on my channel. Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, I would like all of you to know that I have no plans of making another video. But I imagine that's going to change because there's going to be some shit flinging because of this video. I already know this. Oh, I already know this.
I have zero plans to make any videos on this. I left that group. It's been what, a year and a half ago,
Something like that.
Yeah,
It's going on 2 years, man.
yeah, it's going on 2 years. I mean, there are well-known reasons why I left those people. Disgusting, vile people that I think they are. I knew. Eventually, I figured out that they were not people I wanted to associate with. I don't ever want to talk about them on air. I know. I mean, we were talking about them now. I don't mention their names. Fiona, I'll mention her name occasionally, but I don't mention a lot of their names for reasons because I don't want to bring any attention to them because I think that they're so vile that they're not worth my time. And I've moved on since then. They want to come after me. They're more than welcome to. It doesn't bother me. You know as well as I do. I don't watch any of their shit.
Yes,
I don't
correct.
bother. I haven't watched any of the videos, and anybody who sent me their video, I've told them I don't watch it.
I'm pretty
So,
sure I'm
I
the
don't-
only
Well,
one
see,
who
that's
actually-
why I honestly thought that there would be no response to Fiona about all this thing because she's part of that whole group.
Yeah.
It's just, and they are literally just drama fanatics. I mean that's part of the reason why Steve kind of backed off from them. Red eventually did because of some other bullshit that got stacked on top of other bullshit. I dropped out of it between Red and Steve because bullshit that was going on towards Reds that he wasn't quite acknowledging at the time. I saw an early case of it, and I actually jumped all down Fiona's shit, and that was the last I ever had to do with these jackasses.
Yeah, well,
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who actually watched Fiona's full video out of the
I
Oh,
didn't.
no,
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing. I watched
I
it the day it came out. Tony
watched it.
pointed to me and says, "You better get Steve on this." Like, well, me and Steve, we know each other. We talk. I don't know how close of friends we are because we've never met in real life. We do have a good community here on YouTube. I know him mainly through Reds, so I'm a surrogate friend, I guess.
Well, you're a friend. I mean, I respect you. That's the main thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got all kinds of
Friends,
respect for me, but we get along. I make fun of you with the 999 thing all the time, but that's just to see what kind of reaction you come up with because it's funny as hell. But I defend people where they need defended, and in Steve's case, yeah, he's gotten the short end of the stick from a bunch of people that have a bunch of Steve hate boners going on.
mm-hmm. There was. I just want to make this very, very clear. Okay. Steve McRae can be criticized all day long for having a certain guest onto the show. That is perfectly fine. I have no reason.
That's you on.
Yeah, I mean, I have exactly. He has me on. Thank you, Steve, for having such low standards. By the way.
Yeah, I don't really vet my guests that much. Like, I guess.
I mean, but the thing is that you can't push this narrative that just because you have a guest on, that you all of a sudden agree that the crime that they were convicted of is okay or not a big deal, or that you would even do it yourself. You can't make the claim of the other person. You can't make that claim of the host.
Well, let's break this down to something much simpler. How many flat earthers have you had on your channel, Red?
Oh, fuck me.
Flat Earth apologist.
So you're a flat earth apologist, according to Fiona.
I guess so.
That is the easiest thing to break down what Fiona just tried to do. She tried to do a character assassination, but because of guilt by association. That is exactly what she said she wasn't doing, but it was exactly what she was doing.
Does that mean
This is what they do.
If I mirrored Red's and your guys' hangout about FE Core, does that make me a flat Earth apologist if you guys are flat Earth apologists because you have flat Earthers on your channel?
According to that little niche, yes.
This tunnel goes forever.
Yes, basically it does. You'll notice that that tunnel is kind of circular in shape. But
Asshole.
I do want to just make this clear is that there have been I've been trying to stay away from that group of people. I really have been. And so they can do whatever they do. They can go ahead and be shit eaters on their own time. They don't affect me. But I do have a line that no one should cross. And that line is, do not slander one of my friends in that way. You can criticize Steve McRae for having the guest on. You can criticize Steve McRae for being skeptical of the story. But you cannot call him a rape apologist because of those things.
It does affect me, though. Here's what people have to realize. I'm a big boy. I have thick skin. You can't survive around here unless you have thick skin. But since I don't watch any of their stuff, none of their stuff bothers me. But they've been called out how many times for this shit over the years? This goes back, 3 years ago. What is it? Give or take, I got involved in that group. And I was warned back then to be careful.
Yeah.
And I've warned other people since then. Hey, you can associate with whatever you want, but eventually you're probably going to come back and say, shit, I should listen to you. Some people in the room like right now. But I don't care what they do to try to character assassinate me, because every single time they tried to, it's backfired to them.
Yeah.
It just shows their true colors. It basically has risen my level of stature up because I have been transparent as fuck. I continue to be transparent. I hide nothing, and people can say, "Well, you deleted comments," but I made it very clear I was going to do that, right? I wasn't hiding the fact that I was deleting comments, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm very open about this stuff, and if anybody wanted to go research on this, they were more than welcome to. I told everybody, go check it out for yourself. But if you notice, like the people even like living under comments, a few trolls on the videos now, they have no subs, blank avatar, and all they're doing is just talking about shit rather than wanting to actually discuss the topic. They don't care about facts. They don't care about context. What they did to Chesh is a perfect example. They overplay their hands when they do that kind of shit because they're placating to their little group.
I was shocked that she actually added that in, because that had absolutely nothing to do with you. Like, literally nothing. That quite literally had nothing to do with the situation.
It was kind of
again, Red. You have to remember the people you're talking about. They are entirely about as much drama because of guilt by association.
Sure.
Steve's associated with you, Red, so you're automatically guilty. Chesh is associated with you, so she's automatically guilty.
Yeah.
This is what these people thrive on. They are absolute maggots of YouTube.
I don't remember if you guys, or I don't know if you guys remember, but about around the time that started happening, I called them out for taking too long.
Yeah, so I also wanted to read a comment from God's Auditor. My comments are on that video. Fiona kept trying guilt by association and wouldn't address that she didn't actually establish that Steve was a rape apologist. Exactly. You can say that he is mistaken. You can even say that Steve is gullible for believing News Now Houston. Fine. That's fine. If that's all you were saying, I wouldn't give a flying fuck. But you can't make the jump afterwards to say that he's a rape apologist.
There's a difference between criticizing somebody and accusing someone. That's the separation.
Yes, criticism, okay. Accusations, now you fucked up.
Yeah, and the big thing is let's assume arguendo that I am just gullible and naive, even though I think by now people realize I tend to do my due diligence. But let's say that I am. By the way, one of the things that I do in my due diligence is I actually talk to people, and I talk to him specifically on this, right? And his best friend. I talked to somebody who known him all his life. So I have other things that I've talked to, but let's assume that I'm just naive, gullible, and I'm completely wrong in everything. So what? You know what? It's like, why is that a reason to kind of character assassinate me? If you don't want to watch the play, if you don't want to watch the video, don't watch the video. Say, hey, Steve had something on I don't want to watch.
All right,
okay.
Steve, I have a series of questions that I would like to ask you. And for those of you who want to shit on Steve McRae, clip this part of the video, please. Let's go ahead and do this.
Not about the pictures I sent you, right?
No. We won't be talking about the donkey dick pics that you sent. No. The donkey dick pics are going to stay between you and me. No one will ever know about that.
I didn't just send them to you, but whatever. If you want to think you're special, that's fine.
I mean, really? Son of a bitch. Okay, anyway. So, let's see.
High-res one, though.
Question number 1. Did the hangout or the show that you had with News Now Houston, did that hangout advocate for rape in any way, shape, or form?
No way in hell, not even remotely so.
All right. Do you think that rape is okay?
No. In any circumstances. In any circumstances.
Okay. Do you think that rape is not a big deal?
It's a very big deal. People. The whole thing for the Me Too movement was started because people were inappropriately having sexual advances and, in many cases of rape. There are some serious allegations when it comes to types of topics, but you have to be able to address them each case by case. You have to be able to talk about them as an adult, which is something that I think that a lot of the people on that group are unable to do. They're not willing to have a conversation on these types of levels. What they want to do is run a narrative that just kind of makes into a drama fest because, hey, that's what they thrive on. I mean, their names literally, the group that they're in is talking shit. I mean, this is what they do.
Yes.
And so, I think that rape is a very horrific crime.
Okay. And also last question. In your opinion, do people need to consent to sex?
Yes.
Okay, so there we are. This has been Red's Rhetoric. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please subscribe to Red's Rhetoric, which is me. Please
accurate, obvious shit.
Please subscribe to Red's Rhetoric, which is me. Please subscribe to Steve McRae, which is hang on. Let me.
Those are really hard-hitting questions, Reds. Gee.
I know. They were really. It's almost like the people making these accusations should have asked you these questions themselves, but fuck us, right?
Well, they can't. I mean, I have all them blocked, and I will never speak to any of them. And like I said, most of them I will never even mention their names ever. But no, they. It's not that they can't obviously come ask me about things. But if any of them spent 10 minutes actually doing some due diligence, they would come up and they were objective and honest, they would come up with a different narrative, but they're not looking for that. They have bones to pick. Everybody knows this now. I exposed them ages ago. You exposed them ages ago. Other people have brought it to their attention. The only people that take these people seriously are a couple dozen people that watch their shit. That's it. And maybe, they get 1,000 views on a video, I guess people have told me, but whatever.
Not that this is a dick measuring contest, but her video was uploaded on the 26th, had 800. Mine just got done. It's already at 1100. So
yeah, I don't know what reasons. She doesn't do it for views per se, because I don't think she really cares about
No, she does it because she has a fucking axe to grind with you.
Yeah, well, it's more than that. I think she wants to cause discord. She has broken up communities before. We all know people that have known her a very long time and known this is how she is. This is what she's done. I didn't want to be a part of that. I saw what she was doing years ago. I called her out on her bullshit ages ago. God forbid that I questioned the Dr. Robertson, but I did, and I'm glad that I did, because I found out her true nature, and I didn't want anything apart about it. But for some reason, she can't let that go, because she doesn't let anything go.
Well, just for clarity's sake, so people understand the kind of person that this is. For the longest time, didn't you call her Mom Reds because she was a huge part of the community?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was actually friends with her, and I was told she cared about me. I found out that was complete bullshit.
Oh, well, look at that. News Now Houston decided to actually comment on my video. Okay.
Really?
I don't know why, because the video wasn't really about him.
I mean, it makes a sure. What
Eh.
does it say?
It says, I do not use underhanded tactics when auditing, nor do I condone such tactics. I stand out in the open in broad daylight, making no effort to conceal myself or what I'm doing. Axe to grind with the police, says you. I have nothing against good, honest police. I do have an issue with crooked cops, as should we all. And even if I did have an axe to grind with the police, does that mean I have no right to expect police to be honest and do their job as we citizens intend? Trolls are so dumb. S-O-O-O. Thanks for calling out these trolls and their lies.
Yeah, that's what that's what he's told me before too, and I agree with him on all that stuff. I put this on a tweet, and some people may remember, but one of the reasons I believe him is that he told me there was a troll group after him, and of course I told people that years ago, and I got a lot of shit for that. People know that I was right now, and
Oh, wait a minute, Steve. He actually posted some more 3 minutes ago than 1 minute ago. Wow, this dude has a lot to say. And the conviction was not for aggravated sexual assault. I was convicted of sexual assault. There was no gun involved, and that came out at trial. It's funny how the trolls claim to know so much yet post incorrect information or out and out lie to support their false narrative. Funny how trolls go out of their way to bring up my past rather than address what you see in my video. They hate that the government is being exposed. Why is that? Question mark, question mark. I'm not going to agree with that last one. I don't think they're trying to protect the government, but I think it's more that they have an axe to grind with Steve McRae.
Yeah, but he'll hang on one sec. He's not specifically there's a little confusion here. There's more than one troll group.
Oh.
And let me explain what's going on here because I do know what he's referring to. Okay.
Yeah. Me and Steve are on the same page here.
Yeah, there's a troll group that's been after him for ages called Merv, and this guy is a lawyer, and this guy has a hate boner for this guy like you wouldn't believe. There's a video on his channel with this guy talking about how he's going after him, and News Out Houston told me there was a Discord server with all these guys do is sit around and try to find ways to go after him. Now, this resonated with me because guess what? I have the same thing happening, and I know about this group. It's okay, whatever. But I was like, okay, this is plausible to me because I have the same thing happening in my life. But then I actually was in that Discord. I was invited to that Discord by Black Watch, was it Black Label Watch? And I went to that Discord, and I did not want to agree with their narrative, and I was basically bullied, harassed, eviscerated, treated ridiculously poorly, called all kinds of names. And I had that group stalk me for about 2 weeks, stalking my Twitter, stalking my videos, leaving comments. That's the group that I was referring to. Those are the comments that I was removing for the most part because they were all from that Merv group, or the majority of them was. And he told me that would happen. He's like, you this group will go after you. And they did. And so he was damn right on that. And I've told people the same thing, that there are groups out there that are like this. And so, I believed him on this. And it was true. I know. I was in that frickin' Discord. He wasn't lying about it.
Yeah, let's see. And, let's go ahead and read this one because apparently I got accused of dishonesty. Fucking lol. Okay, so Inquiring Mind. Do we know who the hell... name ring a bell with anyone? No? Didn't think so. Mm-hmm. Okay. Another form of rape apologetics involves asserting that a rape conviction was made under false pretenses. This is an attempt to illegitimize the judicial system, the actual events, and that the victim of the rape in order to elicit sympathy for the convicted felon. Another form of rape apologetics involves claiming intercourse between an adult and a minor is not rape if their ages are within a few years of each other, a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, for example. This type of rape apologetics is used to appeal to Romeo and Juliet laws to assert that a statutory rape is not actually rape and elicit sympathy for the convicted felon. These forms of rape apologetics are not good for your narrative, though. Best not to mention them to the audience.
I don't know what the hell that has to do with anything.
Yeah, I don't know how that has to do with anything either.
No,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know what that has to do with anything either. Maybe that's the reason why.
Completely irrelevant to anything.
I don't know. Something about Romeo and Juliet laws with this guy, Steve. Does that ring a bell?
I had mentioned Romeo and Juliet laws in a tweet that was taken well out of context, or it was on a video. I don't remember. Somewhere I mentioned it because it was something that was mentioned on a Reddit that was people were talking about this particular case, and they were talking about extenuating circumstances, not for this particular case, but in general. And I had thrown that out there, but I was very vague in my wording, and I admit that I should have been more specific in context. But we all put out a lot of stuff, and of course we're going to probably not be as well articulately that we should have, and I was not articulate in that particular sentence, and so I should have made it very clear that I was talking about there are instances of people that are convicted of rape that they're like 19 and 17, which I don't think anybody in the right mind would consider them that to be a heinous thing, especially in some states where it's legal. 16 is legal.
Hang on, guys. Hang on 1 second. Let's go ahead and just do this. So the last part of this comment is these forms of rape apologetics are not good for your narrative, though. Best not to mention them to the audience. Well, good sir, who is currently in the live chat, I just did, and in fact, I'm gonna actually do you one better. How would you like to come into this hangout and show my audience, speak directly to my audience? That's not good for my narrative. I'm pretty sure you will be able to demonstrate how Steve McRae is a rape apologist, which was the narrative of that video.
Yeah, by the way, I never mentioned anything in regards to the victim here per se. I never said, oh, she wanted it. I never said, oh, she, look at the way she was dressed. To me, I believe it was consensual, but that's my opinion, right? I'm allowed to have that opinion. That doesn't make me a rape apologist. But what's the difference between this and people that are convicted for murder? Like, we know all the time that African American people are more convicted of crimes than white people for a lot of things. It's been institutionalized racism for quite some time. People have fought to try to get convictions overturned. They were like, people that were convicted of murder that didn't actually commit the murder. And yet, is that murder apologist? Is that if somebody believes somebody? That doesn't make somebody apologist. I happen to believe this guy. I've talked to his best friend. He believes him wholeheartedly. His fans believe him, and he has a huge dedicated fan base. If I'm wrong on that, okay, then I just made a judgment, an error in judgment, and I'll say, okay, I fucked up. Big deal. I'm not a perfect person, but I at least will give him the benefit of the doubt and believe him because I think that he's an honorable guy.
Well, like I said, I have no opinions when it comes to News Now Houston. No offense to the guy, I just don't watch his shit because I'm not really curious about police auditing. Where I live, the police are actually fairly reasonable. I got pulled over a few times, and believe me, I deserved it, and they let me go every single time. So the police here are actually pretty cool. So I don't really have a drive to look into police auditing. But I am aware of the dude's convictions. I don't deny that he was convicted.
And I never did either.
You never did either. But I can also separate his past from your opinions. You having this guy on to talk about something completely irrelevant to his past.
That I happen to do have an interest in.
Sure. Didn't make a claim about Steve, though. I corrected your limited definition of rape apologetics. No. What you did make a claim of is that it was not good for my narrative. I would like you, good sir, to describe that. I want you to explain that to my audience. Because instead of this best not mentioned to my audience, how about we hear it straight from the horse's mouth? I am calling you out, good sir. Cheshire, what is the rule here? Don't
about somebody that
bluff.
Most of the time.
Don't bluff Reds. He'll call you every time.
And News Out Houston is in the live chat too. So
he is.
And I sent him both videos. I think he
Steve is a good guy. He's being slammed because he -- exposing the truth. This topic is just because, or just being used as a distraction.
Well, these are all distractions. This group.
That's the thing, is that what is in his past is absolutely irrelevant to whether or not he's good at auditing. If somebody's a hacker and they illegally break into a bank's like a bank's computer and steal a bunch of money, they're now a felon. Does that mean that they aren't going to be good at security?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not into cancel culture. We just had a video on cancel culture. We just did a complete hangout on cancel culture.
Wait a minute, guys. I'm going to have to call him out on his bullshit again. I'm sorry. We might have to do this a few times. You gave a limited definition of rape apologetics. Smells like narrative to me. You apparently missed the first sentence of the definition, so let me go ahead and read that for you, but slowly this time, because apparently my stuttering is too bad.
Please try to keep up.
Please try to keep up. A rape apologist is a person who defends acts of rape. That definition is all-encompassing. That includes
pretty
excuses
umbrella.
as well.
Yeah.
That excuses for why this isn't really rape falls underneath that definition. Dumb ass. So once again, I'm calling you out. Please back up your claim that me not putting in brackets right underneath exactly what you typed in didn't work well for my narrative. Please back up that claim or retract the comment. How about this? If you apologize in the live chat, I'll remove the comment for you.
But you see that some of these people don't really want to know the facts. They really don't care about what actually happens. All they want to do is run a narrative. It's all about character assassination. That's all it is. It really is about how much drama can they get out of it. It is all a diversion. This is why I wanted to have that topic as a discussion when I had David on. And I wasn't going to let other people divert from it. And I didn't. And I stand by that. And I would do it exactly the same way.
So then
I don't have a chance. I want to have this.
Sorry. Hang on. So then, under that definition, wouldn't Steve be a rape apologist? No, because Steve McRae never defended acts of rape.
Yeah, this is bizarre to me that anybody can actually even think that. I mean, we're supposed to have a community of skeptics and a community of smart, intelligent, rational people, and yet I see people being the most irrational things possible, because rape apologists are people out there that apologize for the act of rape, saying, "Oh, well, she wanted it," or, look at the way she was dressed. They're trying to justify the rape. I have never done that.
So, inquiring minds, it doesn't seem like you're willing to back up your assertion there. Why am I seeing a pattern here?
Don't censor comments. That's what nobody's censoring comments.
Steve said a rape. Hang on. Steve said a rape didn't actually take place.
I believe it was consensual, which means it wouldn't be rape.
Yes. So here's the thing. Let's say Steve McRae is completely wrong on that, inquiring minds. Does that make him gullible, or does that make him a rape apologist? I'm going to vote gullible.
Gullible's a little harsh, but okay.
Steve is potentially wrong because
Yeah.
in saying that he believes it was consensual is not defending a rape, because
Right.
in that case, from his point of view, a rape did not happen. He's not saying a rape didn't happen to a rape that did happen. He's saying that he believes that it was consensual based on outside information. So no.
Inquiring minds, you answered both. Are you literally this retarded, or are you just trolling me right now? I think you're literally this retarded. Again, just because Steve may be gullible, let's say that
You're
Steve
really
is
throwing that gullible out there, aren't you?
I'm just saying for the sake of argument, Steve. You know I love you.
Okay.
Not really. You're kind of an asshole. Fuck you. Hey, Steve. From one brother to another. Fuck you.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's a good point. Joker makes a really good point. Let me just show it. Statutory rape can be consensual and it's still illegal. That's part of the problem with statutory laws.
That's true.
yes, correct.
Yeah, I was actually going to go into that earlier, but we kind of...
And News Now Houston actually put it out there. They're 24 and 24 were the ages.
So basically, the claim one more time. These form of rape apologetics are not good for your narrative, though. Best not to mention them to the audience. So, I'm going to invite you to, again, back up that claim. You have done a piss-poor job of it so far. I'm going to give you this opportunity. Do not make the claim that I'm trying to hide something from my audience when you are refusing to come onto my show to speak to my audience.
If anybody wants to know more about the actual issue, the past of News Now Houston, you should go ask News Now Houston. You should go.
What a shocker! Oh my God, no, that's crazy talk.
You shouldn't ask about this. We're not talking about his case. We're talking about Fiona being a cunt. If you want to talk about if you want to find out what went on with his case and what happened there, go to his channel, watch his videos on it. go to the police reports yourself, go Google them, you can find them, or ask him yourself and see what's going on. Just
Yeah, I mean, he's been very forthright. I didn't sense any kind of deception from him. I didn't sense any kind of him trying to bullshit. And like I said, I did talk to his bestie, and it was the same story. So I mean,
All right, hang on.
I mean,
Inquiring.
it's worst case, I was lied to, right? And I was just I was bad judge of character on it. Okay,
Gullible.
fuck you.
No, I know.
Stop
No,
using
Steve.
that word.
Steve, fuck. No. Fuck you. Okay, Inquiring Minds, I'm going to need an email from you so I can send you the link to this hangout so we can put your views under scrutiny. I'm going to give you all the time in the world needed to explain in detail how what you just said wasn't good for my narrative.
The guy says, "Oh, you should read the police reports. That'd be fun." Like we haven't. Like we haven't. They're easily found.
Again,
I said, I think you showed them in the video.
I said this specifically in my video. I said this specifically that I don't give my email out to trolls.
Oh,
then
Jesus
how?
Christ.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And
Do you want to just DM me on Twitter then?
Wait! Ask this guy if he knows how these documents were actually released in the first place. Who actually put them out there originally?
I'm still trying to figure out how I'm supposed to contact this fucking asshole because he wants to go ahead and say that I'm hiding stuff from my audience, and yet I'm inviting him onto my channel.
You're a troll now? You can't give his email? What the hell's wrong with these people? This is what I'm saying. This is the type of shit that we deal with all the freaking time. Bunch of fucking cowards. He invited you in here. I'm sitting here going, okay, that's fine. And you have the balls to say, I'm not going to give your email out to trolls? Nobody in this fucking hangout's a troll.
I am actively calling you out right now.
Yeah, he's full of crap. I think we're done.
But doesn't this prove that these kind of people only give a shit about running narrative? This is what they do, and it's probably one of them. Somebody on a sock account. Who the fuck knows? But they don't give a shit about the truth.
It's like, calm down, kids. This isn't WrestleMania. No, this is an assertion that somebody in our community is a rape apologist. That's what this is. This, my friend, is slander. Now,
like I said,
if you want to go ahead and try and back your shit up, be my guest. Otherwise, do us all a favor and shut the fuck up.
I'll tell you what. Me and Steve do a show together, right? And that's on Mondays. And me and Steve are planning to do shows together in the future. If you can come in here right now and prove to me that Steve is a rape apologist, I will never appear on his channel.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Because I'm not.
And if you could prove to me that Cheshire is actually over 5'4", I'll do the same thing.
How about this? I'll do one better. I'll do one better. If this guy can come onto my channel and demonstrate what he's saying to be true, I will shut down my entire channel. I'll shut it down right now, and I'll actually make a public apology first. I will go ahead and confirm what Fiona is saying as true, even though it's complete bullshit. And then afterwards, after it's up for 24 hours, I will shut down my channel.
And that's how you know we aren't trolls.
Yeah, it's a safe bet though. I mean,
you're being invited here. The fact that you're being given the opportunity to speak your piece. You haven't been timed out. You haven't been deleted. We've invited you to come on. We're having the open discussion with everybody here and allowing you to come in, and we don't have to do that. To make your point, to detract from what we're saying, or to make an argument against us, tells you that we are not trolls because we aren't acting like trolls.
Yep.
Unlike you, fuckface.
Yeah. Hang on. This is actually really important. This is actually really fucking important. So, Chris Witt, 66, 11 minutes ago in the comment section said the following. Yet again, I am left genuinely shocked and almost speechless. This Fiona has a clear grudge vendetta with Steve and even yourself. It's truly shocking. What can be done to make sure Fiona has some kind of consequences? ? My reply to that is this. Nothing. Don't do anything. Do not go to her video. Do not thumb down her video. Don't comment on her video. Do not give her any reaction whatsoever. Again, listen, the only reason I put the link to her video in my video is for documentation only. It is not to be used for harassment. It's not to dogpile on her. None of that shit. Do not, under any circumstances, go to her video and spam the shit out of her, fucking harass her. None of that. We are better than that on this channel. Our group is better than that. Do not go over there. The best thing that you can do is just ignore it. The only thing that this video was attempting to do was set the record straight.
Let me tell you, the best thing you can do with any of them is what I've done for almost 2 years. I've ignored the fuck out of them. You don't ever see me talk about them on my channel. These names do not come up on my channel, and there's a reason for that.
The point is like the reason why essentially this video is made is because once in a while these types of things need to be addressed, but they need to be addressed in a way that it shuts everything down so goddamn fucking hard that essentially there is no coming back from this. There is no rebuttal to this. There is nothing that can be said, and because we already said everything that Red's already said everything that needed to be said in the video, you guys don't have to do a damn thing. Right. Just ignore it.
Just that's and look at
enjoy the fun and ridiculousness of the video itself, and then that's it.
I am quite sure there'll be multiple videos on this. I could just tell you right now, anything that listen, anything that Fiona et al. Do, I won't be watching it. I won't be concerning myself with it. I don't give a fuck. They have no control over me any longer. They can't damage my reputation because I've earned a really goddamn good reputation because I wasn't a fuckstick like they were. That's why I left them. I realized how unethical they were. I saw how many times they shifted the narrative, how many times they outright lied, how many times even simple shit they wouldn't even admit to. Like, I hate to say it, but there was times even like when true empiricism was right, and I watched Fiona and other people absolutely lie about what they had said, even though I knew they were lying about it. Yeah. I couldn't deal with that bullshit any longer. And I'm not a huge fan of true empiricism, obviously.
No.
But I will give him credit when he's right. Like, he gave me credit when I was right. I give, that's an honorable thing to do. But they don't even have that. Yeah. There's no honor among those people. None. So I won't be addressing it. Reds and Chesh, you guys can. And they're sure they're going to talk shit for me for another 10 years. But you know what? All it's done is vindicate me.
No.
All it does is show why I left that group in the first place.
Now, I already know I lit a fire under their ass, and it's probably going to be burning for the next 3 goddamn years, but you know what? It is what it is. You're here talking to us, and he could show up just like we did and be here now. Don't worry about a thing at Red's Rhetoric. And this is why my community is fucking awesome, by the way. Because everyone else in the live chat is also calling out this jackass. Hey, listen, you decided to make a claim, Red's calling you out, and you ran away. Oh, I don't give my email to trolls. DM me on Twitter, then.
Yeah, what the hell stupid comment is that? I don't even understand how that... You won't...
It's dumb along the lines.
Like, what do you think Reds is going to do with your email, for God's sake?
The tweets were deleted.
And the funniest thing... Reds has a good reputation now, a very solid standing in the community because he took a stand too against unethical behavior. And yet, if he was to take this guy's email and dox him and give it all out, how would that benefit Reds? It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, there would be no benefit whatsoever.
So this bullshit.
You don't know who you are.
What claim did I make? Okay, let's go ahead and read this shit again. These form of rape apologetics are not good for your narrative, though. Best not to mention them to the audience. That is a claim you made, so please back it up. You are invited into this hangout so you can speak directly to my audience. I'm not trying to hide anything from them. This is why I am actively calling you out, so there's nothing hidden. If you have something to share, please share it. Send me your email, and I will send you the link to this hangout. DM me on Twitter, and I will send you the link to this hangout. Do something to get in contact with me, and I will send you the link to this hangout. Hell, make a dummy email. Yeah. Give me that one, and then after you get the link to this hangout, delete the email. Use Yelp Mail. Is Yelp Mail still a thing? I don't know. I used it like back in 2006. But
I'll go meet you on Omegle.
and to kind of bring it back real quick, I just read news now. Houston's
Oh, so you took my bait. Good. That was to get you to read my comment, dumbass. Oh, so you are a troll. Okay, fine. Then then your comment has been removed, and you can go ahead and go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. Troll exposed. That was easier than I thought.
But he says trolls are so dumb. Thanks for calling out these trolls in their lives. And you know what? And that's what Reg just did.
Yep, that's exactly what just happened.
And they go scurrying away because they're cockroaches. When I referred to a group of cockroaches, Fiona's in that group. Trust me. They're a group of cockroaches that come out anytime there's drama. They're like moths drawn to a drama flame. And I don't deal with it. It doesn't affect my channel. It doesn't affect my life. I don't sit around thinking about them. Times like this, they come up because Red says, "Hey, I'm going to do this." I'm like, "You do you, buddy." Whatever.
Phil
I'm going to tell him no anyways. I can't stop him.
Phil Blacka at Inquiry Minds. That wasn't good bait. You got exposed, you dense cunt.
But
his best chat.
What do they think benefit that they're doing for anybody? I mean, all they're doing is exposing themselves. This is not, no offense to you, Reds, but it doesn't take a real genius to expose these people.
Oh, well, thank you, assholes.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, they do it to themselves.
You know,
it's self-evident.
You know what? Cheshire put a lot of work into that video.
She made bank too, from what I understand.
95%.
95% of it was all her. Oh, God.
Hey, all I got was a message saying, "Hey, let's do this thing," and I went, "Yeah, all right."
Chess, wasn't this the same exact group that was trying to spin a narrative that I was harassing you?
Yeah, I think so.
So, yeah, same exact group actually.
James.
I was harassing Chesh.
Cy James, 53 minutes ago, underneath the video says the following: "She's a fucking nobody enclosed to TST, trying to make a name by throwing bullshit about the internet. She misread one of my comments and went apeshit when they had a live stream on TST. I've since fucked that channel off."
Who said that?
Cy SY space then James JAMES.
Yeah, it's what they do. I mean, I'm not shocked at all because I've seen them do it before.
Yeah.
In real time.
Oh, hold on. We were reading live comments already. Why did that guy think that he needed to do anything to force you to read the comment if you're already reading comments?
I don't know how these people think. I don't know how these people think. I just do things. I react to them sometimes, and stuff happens. And this is just some stuff that's happening.
But can I go on record again? Because somebody had said something, but it got deleted, which is fine because I know you have a rule. I have the same rule. TST is not welcome in anywhere near my hangouts.
Uh-huh.
They can do whatever the fuck they want on their channels. They're not welcome to mine. I will never be mentioning anything about this on my channel or them, ever. It would take. I would say that it would take pretty much almost an act of God for me to do so because I know they want attention. I don't give it to them.
Well,
so if you want to talk about them and you want to play with them, and Cheshire wants to play with them, and Shawn wants to play with them, and AT2, Productions wants to play with them, or anybody else wants to play with these guys, knock yourself out. Enjoy.
At this point,
I don't care.
I
just gonna ignore them. They'll make 1,000 videos about this. Steve's a horrible person. Whatever.
Guys, please grab your favorite alcoholic beverage. We're about to make a toast real quick. And I'm going to say the following. This is it, guys. Fiona and all you shit eaters, this is it. As big as you're gonna get, so enjoy it. I had to give you a career to destroy it. In the great words of Eminem, I say, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but we know we know it's good things to get brought up again. In fact, there are other things that I will address with that particular group at a particular point in time, but it's not the time for that yet.
Reasons why this one,
but it won't be on my channel.
I think one of the reasons why this one got brought up in particular and why this one got addressed in particular was because this particular video was starting to make the rounds among honest people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true too.
People that were starting to share Fiona's video being confused, wanting to know what was going on. Now, they didn't necessarily believe what was in the video. They didn't necessarily know what was going on, or some of them might have been confused, or some of them did believe the video, but they were honestly asking.
Yes.
That's why this one needed to be addressed.
I agree. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm agree with that.
Yeah, and that's the point where things that are this trolly and this defamatory that make no goddamn sense, when these people essentially do need to be addressed, where now there are good people and honest people who are being misled, and this video was essentially a way to stop that from continuing.
Yeah, I want to address a comment in the live chat. By the way, I'm going to break out the scotch. This scotch is actually from God's Auditor. You mentioned his name.
Are we drinking?
Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, okay. Here, clinking. Yeah, so I mean, even when I'm not on camera, I'm still telling the truth.
Does
so,
toasting with ginger ale count? Sure it does.
I've got a little bit of this aged 12 years Johnny Walker Black left that you got me. So, anyways, I'm drinking it right now. Very oaky. But let me address something that somebody had said. Somebody said Steve had no problem with TST until he did something stupid. I had no problem with TST, and I was in there dozens of times myself. I was part of that group, or they were part of my group, or vice versa. I started to notice things, and it wasn't that they were calling me out on stupid shit. It was that I had fundamental disagreements with and they wanting nothing but drama. I wanted a different thing. I wanted to go a different direction. I wanted to get away from the drama. They didn't like that. I dared go against them. So if that's something that's stupid, okay, I think it was the best decision I ever made. I wanted nothing to do with these people, and this is the reason why. This video that Reg did showed exactly the reason why I distanced myself from these people in the first place, because this is what they do. And so if people want to think that's a stupid decision, great, but you know what? I'm doing well. I'm happy. They seem like miserable people that all they want to do is sit around and defame people. That's what they do. She has a PhD in biology, and instead of spending her time educating people, she's spending her entire time trying to tear people down, and she has for years. Anybody who knows these people from this community knows this to be the facts. Nobody's going to argue with that. Not a single person that can rationally tell me that Fiona has not for years dwelled on drama.
I don't think anyone can really make that argument. Just a quick glance at her YouTube channel backs everything you say.
Yeah, how many videos does she have explaining biology to people?
Well,
not a lot compared to all the trash talking she does.
I'm not going to read the titles of the video. Yeah. I'm just going to look through them and say yes or no on whether or not they're science related. No, 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 no. Yes.
Oh, there's one.
Yes,
Yay.
yes. No, 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 no. Yes. No, 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 no. Yes. No, no. No, no, no.
Now,
yes.
Now, how many videos do I have talk about science?
Oh God, do I have to?
No, but
okay.
Well, if I can point out something simple, just to rub this home, no means no.
But I can guarantee you, I have a much higher ratio now. You know, we'll discuss drama. We do it on Monday every so often. But I like the way Cheshire puts it. The stuff we talk about isn't necessarily drama. It's stuff that needs to be addressed. We never go out of our way to fabricate drama. We never make shit up. This is what they do. So these are responses and stuff of that nature. But I prefer not to have any drama around. I prefer to have the videos like what I do, when I have guests come on and we have great discussions. I find those to be the best, things that I actually like to do. But I also have to recognize that when you're in a community like this, certain things do need to get addressed. As Cheshire puts out, this particular video, innocent people were asking questions about it, and I can see why Reg wanted to address it, and I thank him for it. I wouldn't have, personally, in my channel, but, I don't deal with them. When maybe had to watch the video, which I won't do. But
it's a lot more difficult for someone to address something like that when it's happening to them. When they're the one being accused, it's a lot more difficult to defend yourself in those kinds of situations. And again, we should probably disclose, Steve didn't pass this video on to anybody. I noticed this video going around on Facebook.
Which video?
The Fiona's video.
I didn't watch it, so I didn't pass it along, or I didn't even address it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Was, and it's a lot harder to address these types of things or know when to and when not to when it's about you. And plus, what we talk about on Mondays tends to be when there's larger news and discussion going on in the community. It's not usually like, oh, we're not just making up random things or removing context to make things sound worse. We're not blowing anything out of proportion. And there's been specific things where we've been like, you know what, this has been dealt with, so we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, there's been years of history, and a lot of this stuff has already been addressed numerous times, and I'm not going to dwell in the past. They dwell in the past. They live in the past. I won't. I look to the future. Why would I waste my time anymore with people that I found to be vile and disgusting to begin with.
I'm
Well, I should say to begin with, I actually, at the very beginning, I actually thought a lot of them were my friends. I found out that was wrong. But once I realized what kind of people they really were, yeah, I'm gullible. Why would I want to deal with them? No, I mean, at least I learned, right? I learned I was wrong about these people. I was very, very wrong. And I'm not the only one.
but Steve is Steve claims he's never wrong.
Yeah, and by the way,
I
look
wanted
at wait, hang on. Look at Kyle's fangirl, Sarah, in the live chat. If I can address her, what a piece of shit she really is.
She's in the live chat named Sarah.
Sarah J. Yeah, Sarah J. She says everybody else is making up drama. Steve's drama is unnecessary. Steve McRae 2019. That's attempting to take something that I said and make it into a false quote. I never said drama is necessary. I understand that drama is a part of being on YouTube. It exists. We address it. I would like to do without it, but people like Sarah has promoted nothing but drama.
Well, there's also
She's made up so much shit and so many lies that I don't even bother to even address them. It's not freaking worth it.
There was also something that I've talked about before, and I'll address it again here because it's kind of on topic. There's a big difference between what is considered drama and what is something that it needs to be addressed. When somebody is committing a crime, that should be addressed. When somebody is having in personal crisis and is hurting themselves over some serious cyberbullying, that's something that needs to be addressed. Something like, I don't know, somebody's dick size, or whether or not somebody wants to sleep with them, is drama.
Right.
Or when you fabricate something,
Right.
that's drama. But when somebody's committing an actual crime, or there's actual physical harm happening to a group of people, or even an individual, that's when it's something that needs to and deserves to be addressed.
At Red's Rhetoric, holy shit, did this girl really try to do the guilt by association against Steve? Apparently.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You hear what she said? She said, am I trying to do that? Or am I saying guilt by association? No.
Yeah, she's a damn liar.
Of course she is.
Your fate.
and you know, like you were mentioning about the whole Rachel thing, which we're going to address probably, I guess, on Monday. But
Yeah, is she okay?
yeah, she's getting help. And
that's
you know, there's a fundraiser for her. I was happy to donate to that and support that wholeheartedly because she doesn't need time off. You know, and
She's
this
been
is
going through a lot. Not even just EOT stuff. She's had a lot going on in the background as well.
But the drama stuff that is from the other side, that are the bullying, the harassment of her, that's what we're calling out. That's what we address. So we're not creating the drama. We're responding to it because we see drama affecting somebody we care about.
Yeah,
Hello,
like I said,
boy.
the reason why, again, you can call Steve every name in the book and you can lie about him. That's fine. But when you get to the point of calling him a rape apologist, and this is something that I have to just say out the gate. I have no evidence for this. This is just my opinion. But I think even Fiona knows that's bullshit.
Yeah, I pretty well. If I had to place money on it, I think she would know it's bullshit too.
I think Fiona knows that it's bullshit. I think Fiona knows for a fact that you think rape is disgusting and despicable and horrific to the victim. I think Fiona knows for a fact that you do not condone rape in any way, shape, or form. I think she knows this. I honestly do think she... Now, I have no evidence for that. For all I know, she might actually be dumb enough to think that you honestly do think rape is okay, or that you actually kick puppies, wherever the fuck the case may be. But I honestly think Fiona knows better. I honestly do think that.
Hey, I'm going to put this out there. Sarah J says, come on, Steve, name one lie I've told. Put up a shut up. How about this? After all litigation's over with, because I will not talk about things right now because my lawyer has advised me not to, and I'm not going to. After all the litigation is done, I invite you to come on this channel with me, one-on-one in Reds, and maybe Chesh, because she, for some reason, finds the link. But you come on with me, and I will point out every disgusting, vile, lie, piece of shit thing that you've said that was wrong and standing up for what Kyle did. Every goddamn one of them.
I will do this. I'll do this.
You guys are actually invading
my word on that.
I will do this.
Would she do it?
Well, let's do this. I'm more than happy to host it. I'll be the moderator, and it'll just be you and her. Just you and her.
Okay.
let's do it. Let's do it that way.
Reds, are you trying to kick me out of my own house?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You're done.
I don't.
It's fun.
No.
Been real.
No. Not happening.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
I mean, you are 95%, so.
Exactly. Well, like I said, every time there is a link, every time there's a hangout going on, you guys are actually invading my house. I live here.
Okay.
She accept that because, like I said, after all the litigation's done, she'll have all the public documentation. She'll have all the claimant. You know, all my actual lawsuit. I will give her a full copy of it.
So Sarah J, I'm going to need a response from you in the live chat. After litigation is done, after that shit show is over, we will revisit this. And when we do, will you or will you not engage Steve McRae in a one-on-one debate? I will stay out of it. I will just moderate. It will just be you and him, and it will be on this channel. And you can
not a debate, a full-on discussion. I will show every
full-on discussion. Okay, full-on discussion. My apologies. So Sarah J says, Steve McRae, you never read a comment I've written. I do not support Kyle. Let's hear the lies. Wait a minute.
Audio. We have audio of her in Discord with. Oh my god.
Okay, well this is no. Steve, you're forgetting rule number 1. You're forgetting rule number 1. Don't show your hand, motherfucker.
No, she knows that.
Oh, okay, then she knows that. Well, still, don't show your hand. All right, so Sarah J, that's not really a response to this. So let's try this one more time. After litigation is over,
try to keep up.
But even if that wasn't her on the Discord, I still have gone after her on her comments before. I know I've read her. I've engaged with her on videos, comment for comment, and she says you have not read a comment I've written. I've literally responded to her on videos.
So
that's a lie right there.
Hey Steve, does that mean you just demonstrated a lie that she's told?
I'm telling you, man. It's like fucking ridiculous.
Okay, so Sarah J.
Wait, I ask her right now, Red.
Will you agree?
No, ask her if I've responded to any of her comments on a video before, because I can go get screenshots on them if you want.
No. Steve, listen. I'm going to say this to you, and I say this with love. Fuck you. I'm doing this my way. So, Sarah J, do you or do you not agree to have a full-on discussion with Steve McRae after this whole non sequitur litigation thing is over? Do you or do you not agree? And
maybe it wasn't her on Discord, but I definitely was talking to her on videos, on her comments.
Yes, so
and I called her out.
Well, let's see if she actually agrees to this, and we will wait. We will wait and see what she says.
Side note: I've got a handful of T-shirts that are basically just on the back burner and hold until I get my cord in. That are all going to be graphic T-shirts that are essentially going to be going all over like a handful of Patreons, not Patreons, Teesprings. But I'm thinking that one of them needs to be one with either Reds or Steve, and it needs to say, do try to keep up.
Sarah J, that's not an answer, so we're going to try this again.
Ask Sarah J if she believes anything that is said about me as far, and I don't want to get into too much legal stuff, but ask Sarah J if she's ever promoted the narrative that I have done anything illegal. How about that?
Oh, so I'll stake my name and 200 sex that Steve is not a rape apologist. Reds, if you believe me, share your sex with Steve. Steve ain't getting any of my sex. It's all my sex.
Who says so?
I do. Fuck you. I'm going to deprive you.
So ask Sarah. Ask her. Have I done anything illegal, Sarah? Yes or no?
No. We're not having this. We're doing it my way, motherfucker.
Steve, don't blow your load already. We have to get her agree to come on first, and she's not answering.
My load is ready here.
Let's try, Steve. Let's try this. We'll do it my way, and then we'll finish.
All right.
All right, perfect. Okay, so Sarah J, I asked this question for the third, fourth time. I lost count. Do you agree to have a full discussion with Steve McRae after this whole non sequitur litigation bullshit is over on this channel? I'll stay out of it. It will just be you and Steve McRae, but it will be a full-on discussion. Do you or do you not agree? And we will wait for her to respond to that.
I'm going to tell you right now, she's probably going to bitch out, but hey, whatever. But I'm used to this. I mean, it's
not blue balling, it's edging.
Fuck you, Chesh.
I mean, you're used to this. It's almost like this happened earlier in the chat.
Oh, she's
Weird.
changed. She changed her thing on that. Okay, whatever.
That is not the
That's not an
answer.
answer.
That's not okay.
You still haven't answered, yes or no?
Sarah J, I ask you yet again, do you or do you not agree to have a full-blown discussion with Steve on this channel after this whole non-sequitur litigation thing is over?
Is that like trimming? Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Edging is exactly like trimming.
God damn it. Still waiting.
Yeah, well, I'll hold our breaths. Then it'll really be blue.
Well, if I hold my breath on waiting for an answer, I'll fucking die. I don't want to die. I heard it's not as entertaining as
I didn't realize these questions were so complicated.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing when you're bitch made before you even get in the call.
It's a yes or no question.
So
I wouldn't talk to Steve. I have a hard time stomaching his whining voice.
Shocker! Fucking shocker!
Yep. Okay, then fuck you. Then you're not willing to have the conversation. You can go fuck yourself.
I just did I not call this though? This is how predictable these fuckers are. This is how I know that they lie through their fucking teeth because they're such goddamn cowards.
It's amazing though. Your guys are making assertions and then being totally unwilling to back them up. It's amazing. You guys do my job for me.
I mean, here I am saying, fine, I would be happy to have a one-on-one conversation with you after litigation's done and show you the things that you have said that were wrong, and we can go over the litigation. But I can't do that till afterwards, obviously. But nope, she won't do that. Shocker.
Shocker.
And yet she's sitting here listening to you. Yes, Joker's Wild 00. You're absolutely correct. She doesn't want to talk to Steve because of his whiny voice as she sits here and listens to him.
Yeah, let's think about that. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, this is why now people understand why I don't take a lot of people seriously, like especially like them. I just don't. They make some of the most irrational, fundamentally stupid arguments. I see it all the time on Twitter. I don't want to deal with them. I understand that they have bones to pick. I understand they don't like me. Fine, but that doesn't give them a free card to just run script, run narrative, make silly arguments without being called out for it. Sometimes she got called out.
Let's do the second best thing since we're all just talking about drama. Let's do the next best thing. Advertisements. Go subscribe to everyone's channels.
Oh, that's another narrative. Oh, Steve does shit for views. Let me explain something to somebody. I will lose views very easily when I will do something that I believe is right and stand up for things. Okay. I do not do things for views other than, hey, we're all YouTubers, but I will not sacrifice my honor, my integrity, and my ethics and things I believe for views. So when people say you do things for views, they're not talking nominally. They're not talking about, hey, you put a video up, you want to get views. Sure, that's any person on YouTube. When they say, let me finish. When they say you do this for view, what they imply is that, oh, you're doing this not because you actually believe it. You're doing it for you. Somebody did that to Anti-Ordinary the other day. Anti-Ordinary made a video that I was honored to be a part of. Go watch it as part 2 of what she was talking about with Essence of Thought and Rachel Oates. And somebody had the audacity to say that she was doing that for views. I know I have had words before, but that she's an honorable person, and I was honored to be in her video. She did not do this for views. She actually was hurting for a friend. She was really concerned about Rachel, as was I.
Making that video cost her money.
Yeah. Yeah. But you see how people try to change the narrative from the focus of what it's about to this petty drama bullshit?
I am going to actually capitalize on that. I'm going to start a count up clock, similar to what I did with Kyle when it came to him paying you back. But it's going to be for Newsreader, and it's going to be count up of how long it has been since he has demonstrated that Steve McRae is a rape apologist, because he's spamming the chat saying this video...
Another person with no avatar and no subs and no idea who he is. God,
yeah.
Shocker.
So he's like, oh, Steve deleted all the comments saying the record straight. That was addressed in the video. As did your mom's Ash Scott. That's because you were being a cunt. Is this the level of freedom of speech on this channel? we have freedom of speech, but we don't do accusations without seriously backing up your fucking case. So no, I will not. Let me actually repeat that, but slowly.
Can I point out that the screenshots that Fiona was showing, as well as the ones that we showed, demonstrated that Steve did not, in fact, delete all of those comments?
Yeah. Also, I did want to make this very fucking clear. If you engage in that type of if you engage in slander, let's put it that way, you better be able to back your shit up. Because if you're not able to, then it won't remain on this channel.
How many times do I do that on my channel? How many times do I slander or character assassinate somebody on my channel?
Well,
never.
This is why
I go after what they say, and I'll call people pieces of shit, like that's just a thought, but I won't make shit up about him. I won't character assassinate him for shit that he didn't do or doesn't believe.
Yeah, so he also says that what you were doing was downplaying the accusations of News Now Houston. Now, I have a question about that, Steve. Downplaying or being skeptical? Are those
Skeptical.
the same thing?
Skeptical.
Oh, yeah,
No,
so he's claiming that you're downplaying something. All right, let me just
and he was just in your live chat, so people can ask him questions.
Let me ask you a question. He
doesn't hide from this shit.
He did take off a little bit ago. He's not there.
Yeah, and I know, but I said he was in the live chat before.
Let me ask you a question.
He doesn't run from this stuff.
Let me ask you a question, though, Steve. Let's hypothetically say that News Now Houston is guilty of everything.
I still want to be a rape apologist.
I know this.
Believe somebody was wrong.
I know this.
Steve has no patience.
We're going to say we're going to say that News Now Houston is guilty of everything. Okay? Just for the sake of argument. All right? So now that we all have that in our head, let's go ahead and talk about this. All right? So, if News Now Houston was guilty of everything, would you or would you not hold the opinion that those crimes were disgusting?
Yes, of course.
Oh, so guess what? They're not downplayed, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, I've never said, oh, well, you know what? Yeah, he did all this stuff, but you know what? It was no big deal. It was just rape. It's just, sex with somebody saying no big deal. No, that's rape apologist.
Yeah, so newsreader, yeah, once again, you can go ahead and link all the records of the registry or whatever, but you are engaged in the same type of mistake that Fiona made.
And I even said you can go. By the way, these documents you can go find them on his videos as well, and you're going to find them on other people's videos. Nobody's ever said that you can't go doing your own research.
I really hope that was actually also in. If you actually pause the video, Reds' video specifically, and look at the screenshots, those screenshots are very specifically curated, not because they're taking out context, but because they're adding more context. Look at not just Steve's comments in that video. Look at the other comments surrounding them. There is a lot more in there than just what Steve is saying. Side note, I would love it if somebody said I was doing these videos for views, because I do art that has absolutely, as Shawn found out the other day, it's nothing to do with anything.
Wait a minute, Chesh, you do art?
Fuck you.
It's subjective.
Kill you.
Yeah. So like I said, I you know what? And on this channel, I'll go ahead and accept that News Now Houston is guilty of everything. I'll accept it. He's guilty of everything. Guess what? Doesn't make Steve a rape apologist.
Well, that's why I never bothered responding to any of this stuff. Like I said, I wouldn't anyways. I'll never respond to any of them on my channel. They get no reaction from me. I don't give a shit what the hell they say. I think a lot of it's comical, and sometimes I get a little perverse pleasure thinking to myself that these people just sit around 24/7, literally just try and think of ways to fuck with me and you and other people. That's all they do. That's their whole life.
Master Dark says at Resurrect, Steve is a rape apologist as much as I am a woman. I'm not. Thank you.
Side note, the other thing with addressing videos like this once in a while, when it becomes appropriate to address things like this, is because this kind of stuff creates an insulation. This kind of stuff creates essentially a barrier around whoever these people are going after in a couple of ways. One is that, yeah, this accusation was egregious. On the other hand, and the next time someone from this group decides to make a video that is some kind of hit piece, maybe they'll do a better job. However, this is really badly done, but however, if they do a better job, there's already people who are in the know, they can now be like, oh, well, this person put out another video saying that Steve is now such and such, and you know what, it might actually be compelling, except I watched the last video about this and it was complete trash.
Yeah, but
Yes.
isn't that the same thing we've had before? Look, people have called my fans Nazis.
Yeah, well, yeah,
right?
but it's
People have called me transphobic.
Insulation. It's
But-
it's about insulation. That's
I agree, but here's the thing: when people start using these types of hyperbolic things and these types of character assassinations, like you said, all it does is destroy any credibility they have for anything that if they do have an accurate and actual thing to go after, right? Because that's just a thought. Did this to me? He did it to Anti-Ordinary. He did it to other people. He did it to now Rachel Oates, and the whole community, was going nuts now. But we were sounding that flag or that bell ages ago, right, about him.
I was honestly, I thought I was actually under the impression that they had actually started leaving her alone, but I was apparently incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my apologies, because I probably would have spent a little bit more time in the comment section being like, hey, fuck off.
But now when EOT makes a video, how many people are going to take him seriously because he has people leaving in droves over this?
Yeah. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start wrapping up because I've given a lot of people the opportunity to come in, but they didn't. So let's try this. Steve, say what you got to say and get the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I pretty much said everything. I don't ever deal with these people. Let them make as many videos they want. There's about, I don't know what, a dozen plus core people that do this. This is all they do. This is all they have. That's fine. I go on to make actual shows people want to watch, topics we want to talk about, things that I enjoy, and I hope that other people enjoy. People have been very responsive to having Chesh and I on Caffeine Corner. And by the way, she was just on Drunken Peasants. I've been on Drunken Peasants 6 times. I've been offered to come on twice a month with Drunken Peasants. I believe Cheshire has become very popular with them as well. We are trying to promote things as far as good science and philosophy and conversation. We're making a difference in the community. But other people, all they want to do is tear people down. That's not making a difference. And if people want to be a part of that crowd, they're more than welcome to be so. I have people that are in my circles that are still friends with those people. I've never told them they can't be. I've never said, hey, you're friends with them. Yeah, I can't have you around. Right? I may question their judgment a little bit, but you know what? They're all adults. We're adults here. They're not. And so let them do their thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't watch any of their shit. They don't affect my life. But if you guys want to deal with them, knock yourself out. But they're not going to come after you. They're going to continue to come after me, but it's going to do them no good. So thanks, guys. Reds, your video was spot on. I thank you for it. I know you're standing up for a friend, and I appreciate that. But not just that, is that you got your facts pretty well, 95% correct.
I see where you got that percentage.
The 5% that's wrong was totally him and not me.
Yeah, Chesh did 5% of the work on that one. Bye.
All right. Shawn Hufford, say what you got to say and get the fuck out.
I've got nothing to say. It's just a bunch of bullshit that I don't think they deserve the attention, but, with people asking everywhere else, that had to be addressed. But it wasn't my choice to bring this up because, again, it's just a bunch of bullshit that they're creaming their jeans over the attention they're getting at this point. Yeah.
Well, this is as big as they're probably going to get for a very long time, so it is what it is. But thank you very much for stopping by. Cheshire, say what you got to say and get the fuck out.
I do an art. Fuck you.
So anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being a part of this shit show. It's been great. It's been fun. It's been real. I'm not going to leave this hangout up on this channel. There's no reason for it. I just wanted to make this video to kind of get the word out there that I do not want Fiona Robertson harassed because of my video. I don't want people to go over there and spam the living shit out of her. I don't want people to interact with her in any way. If you guys want to show your support for Steve McRae, here's how you do it. Just support Steve McRae and what he does. Go over and subscribe to his channel. I'm not sure what's happening with the Non Sequitur show YouTube channel, but if Steve McRae does get that back, then please support him there. That is how you can respond to Fiona. You can respond to Fiona by supporting Steve McRae and showing them that their smear campaign did not work. So that's how you guys can help from here. If you guys do that, then that's how we win. So do not, under any circumstances, go over to Fiona Robertson's video. Do not, talk shit about her. Do not shit on her. Do not, harass her. None of that. That we're better than that. We should always be better than that. So, guys, do me a favor. If you want to kind of stick it to her, do that by supporting Steve McRae. And do that by supporting what we are doing on our side of the YouTubes. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting. Even thank you for the trolls for just admitting who you are. And with that, thank you very much, and have a good night.